What's another year, 1981? 81 began with the greatest pop injustice in British history. Ultravox's Vienna, cold, European, artistic, windswept, was beaten to number one by Joe Dolce's Shut Up or Your Face, a novelty song shouted by a man who looks like he runs a cafe that definitely ignores hygiene laws. And Vienna becomes immortal because it never reaches number one. Meanwhile, the Yorkshire Ripper is caught this month, ending years of fear. Relief mixes with anger, Britain exhales, but it's a heavy breath. And we still haven't completed the Rubik's Cube we got for Christmas. February sees Shakin' Stevens at number one with This Whole House, although the real Shaky, Michael Barrett, wouldn't be out of place mending your Cortina at Quick Fit. Teenagers claim they hate him, they still know every word. Good old Shaky was oddly reassuring. Toya entered the charts with an EP, but we only ever really knew one of the songs. She looked like she'd escaped from a post-apocalyptic art class. Sounded like punk arguing with theatre, and somehow convinced 80s Britain that this was exactly what pop music needed. It's a mystery. March and Grange Hill is still essential viewing and emotionally devastating. Gripper Stebson terrorises corridors. Roland and the girl that loves him. I love you, Roland. I don't love you, leave me alone. And Zammo hasn't hit the big storyline yet, but Just Say No is only a few years away. Turns out Deirdre's glasses on Coronation Street are so big that she has Everest double glazing fitted. Meanwhile, Gail is at home after having a baby boy, but she and her husband Brian can't decide on the name. Warren Jackson, Adam Rickett, Ben Price? Make your blinking mind up. Chariots of Fire proved they could turn men running slowly along a beach into a prestige epic. Give me Claire Grogan and Gregory's Girl any day. April arrives and so does Hazel O'Connor's Will You, dominating the radio. Saxophones wail, teenagers lean against walls, feeling things they don't have words for yet. The trend for medley records erupts. Stars on 45 do the Beatles like they came from Holland. Suddenly every song is a bloody hand-clapping medley. ABBA, Stevie Wonder, classical music, Caribbean, the Beach Boys, 60s medleys. Yes, tucked away somewhere amid New Order, David Van Day and UB40 was a musical fad which spawned a monster. Louis Clark's orchestra having a Lynn drum in the background, and a pretty good lampooning of the craze by somebody who could just about play the triangle. May and Alleluia, the UK wins the Eurovision Song Contest. For one brief moment, Britain agrees on something. Flags were waving, sarcasm disappeared, then returned immediately. Steve Davis dominates snooker, turning quiet into drama. Don't forget your mum on Mother's Day. She likes to smell her Charlie. And we still haven't completed that Rubik's Cube we got for Christmas. June and Soft Cell's Tainted Love went on to become the best-selling single of 1981. Synths replace guitars. Mark Ullman sings like he's confessing something illegal. Bullseye somehow combined darts, speedboats, and Jim Bowen's casual sexism, where women smile politely. Well done, love. You've just hit the board and won yourself a new Hoover. The early 80s Binatone Games unit was basically two white rectangles and a beep. But at the same time, it made you feel like you were living 5 minutes into the future, until your dad unplugged it to watch the news. July and the big royal wedding. Lady Diana Spencer married Prince Charles. Britain watched transfixed. The fairy tale is irresistible and the cracks are invisible. For now.
Whatever in love means.
Whatever love is. Peter Davison takes over as Doctor Who. He's younger, kinder, less shouty. Doctor Who survives regeneration again. By August, Moira Stewart was appointed the BBC's first black newsreader, calm, authoritative, and letting us know where the latest riot would be. The mood hardens, music feels angrier, and Britain stops pretending everything's fine. Until Anika goes to number one with Japanese Boy. Turns out she's really called Mary and comes from Glasgow. Trevor Horn produces his first hit for Dollar, the joyous Hand Held in Black and White. Stalls at number 19, should have been top 3. And we still haven't completed the Rubik's Cube. September and Little Miss Bossy, the first in the Little Miss series, was published. That's the wrong picture. No, right first time. Postman Pat debuts quietly, bringing calm, routine and general reassurance. Children love him, teenagers mock him, adults cling to him like a warm mug of tea. Someone at school's dad has got one of those new fancy VHS video recorders. What? You can tape Top of the Pops, Razzmatazz, or Game for a Laugh and watch them any time?
Can we get a video, Mum?
No way, they're 20 quid a month to rent at Rumbelows.
October and Saturday nights still mean the Generation Game. Conveyor belts, fondue sets, cuddly toys, and Larry Grayson camping it up with Slack Allison, Poppet and Pete. Brian Robson, 24-year-old midfielder, becomes Britain's most expensive footballer in a £1.5 million move from West Bromwich to Manchester United. 1.5 million. Pah, they'd lose that much down the back of the sofa these days. Queen released their greatest hits album. It became the all-time best-selling album in the United Kingdom. In November, the Queen opened the Telford Shopping Centre, now one of the largest indoor shopping centres in Europe. Whilst there, she pops into C&A for a new hat and H. Samuel for a new tiara. Top of the Pops remains sacred. Miss it and you were socially finished. And we decided to cheat at that bloody Rubik's Cube. December 1981 and the first case of AIDS is diagnosed in the UK. Christmas toys arrive with Hungry Hippos, the game of Simon, or perhaps I'll try the Rubik's Barrel this year. Star Wars figures that nobody wanted to unbox. Give it a few months and your mum would flog them out of her car boot for 20p. The Human League's Don't You Want Me takes over everything. We played it on repeat. We analysed the lyrics like it's Shakespeare. Look, it's a waitress working in a blinking cocktail bar. Christmas TV is unbeatable. The Radio Times is thicker than the phone book. What's another year, 1981? Like and subscribe so you won't miss 1982 and all the other years that follow after it.